On February 21st, 2021, I made the following statement.
This week, I'm announcing the launch of the Chessboard Masterclass with the objective of enabling all of you to take full advantage of the chessboard and the underlying thinking. With at least 64 individual videos, this will be my most ambitious project on YouTube by far.
And here we are, all sessions of the Purchasing Chessboard Masterclass done. In this video, I will reflect upon the past 64 weeks and give a sneak peek on what will come next. Let's get started. Okay, to be perfectly honest, I'm a little bit proud of myself. Scripting, shooting, editing, and publishing 64 videos in a row demonstrated that I am pretty disciplined. I did this through all the ups and downs of daily life, confined to my home office due to the lengthy lockdowns we had in Vienna for long stretches, and then more happily in actual parks in Vienna, in my hometown Mürzzuschlag, and here in my second home in Santa Cruz. What I really appreciated was the raw logic of the Purchasing Chessboard. For the first time since embarking on this YouTube journey, I had a production pipeline. After age 8, I knew that next week I would do age 7 and the week after age 6 and so on. Before thinking about what type of video would be the next one took me easily as long as scripting, shooting, editing and publishing. But there was a downside, of course. I don't like each of the 64 squares of the Purchasing Chessboard equally. I'm an engineer by education and a bit of a nerd, so I can geek out on most of the squares in the upper half of the chessboard, but I'm not that interested in some of the more commercial methods in the lower half. Luckily, I had my colleagues helping me out with content when I couldn't come up with anything useful to say. So thank you to all of you. Then there was another obstacle. Viewers were dropping off. While at the beginning of the masterclass, there was quite a lot of interest, the dynamic went into the wrong direction. I've thought about this a lot. Is it the thumbnails that pretty much look the same? Or is it the structure of the videos? I thought about changing the approach several times, but then I came to the following conclusion. The Purchasing Chessboard Masterclass is like a bridge. While building it might be interesting for the people who are building it, it only becomes useful to others once it is complete. And I decided not to change anything fundamental in order to provide a consistent experience across all 64 videos. Okay, it is completed now and it belongs to all of you. Use it however you see fit. It might be interesting for you just to browse, or hopefully you have read the book and are looking for a refresher. Personally, I believe that it should be most interesting and relevant for companies building an internal academy. I know of many companies that are already using the Purchasing Chessboard in the internal training for buyers. And several have a digital click-through version of the Purchasing Chessboard. So for you guys, an idea could be to paste links to the 64 videos in your internal tools, thereby creating some kind of landing page. And I promise that the videos will remain on YouTube permanently and that I will never charge you for viewing the videos. So there you have it, a complete library of videos on the 64 squares of the Purchasing Chessboard. So what's next? Those of you who follow me on LinkedIn will know about Profit from the Source. Profit from the Source is BCG's first book on operations. And Profit from the Source is Harvard Business Review's first book on procurement. The premise of the book is that there is an incredible discrepancy. Companies spend at least 50% of their budget on suppliers, often a lot more, like 60 or 70%. Yet according to recent research by Harvard Business School, CEOs on average just spend 7 minutes per day on suppliers. This cannot be right. In our book, we outline what companies can gain by putting suppliers at the core. And we show how to do this and illustrate this with many examples. I like to say that Profit from the Source is a paradigm-shifting manual for radical change. And this manual for change is structured in 3 big sections: how the CEO, how the company, and how the company's supplier ecosystems need to change. So the next chapter of my YouTube journey is to focus on profit from the source. And I will use this opportunity to come up with a new format for my videos. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one. Bye.